What nobody told me. Narrator. Before you marry, people will tell you a lot of things. They'll tell you marriage is beautiful, special, exciting. They'll say it's the next step, the natural step. But they won't tell you about the quiet moments, the ones where you question everything. They won't tell you how easy it is to lose yourself while trying to keep someone else happy. They won't tell you how fast love can turn from something comforting into something confusing. Cut to person speaking directly to the camera. Person. Everyone told me love was enough. They never said that love changes, that people change, that the world changes. They never told me that the person you marry may not be the same person you're sharing a home with 5 years later. Before you marry, understand this. Marriage doesn't erase your problems. It doesn't fill your emptiness. It doesn't fix loneliness. If anything, it makes those feelings louder, because now you're supposed to be happy, and you don't know why you're not. I thought marriage would give me peace. Instead, it made me look at myself in ways I never wanted to. It revealed my insecurities, my doubts, my fears, my wounds. And suddenly the person I loved was staring at parts of me I wasn't ready to show. Before you marry, ask yourself if you're ready for someone to know you beyond the highlight reel. Because marriage is not two perfect people connecting. It's two imperfect people trying their best not to fall apart. The loneliness no one talks about. Narrator. There's a loneliness inside marriage that nobody warns you about. It's not the loneliness of being single. It's the loneliness of being with someone who no longer feels close. We lived under the same roof. We shared the same bed. We ate at the same table. But somehow, we looked at each other less and looked through each other more. We smiled for pictures, but barely talked at home. We said goodnight, but we didn't say much else. We acted like a couple, but we felt like strangers. Being alone hurts, but being invisible while standing next to someone hurts in a different way. Before you marry, ask yourself, can you communicate? Not just talk, communicate. Can you tell them what scares you? What hurts you? What confuses you? Can you tell them the truth, even when your voice shakes? We weren't prepared. We knew how to love, but we didn't know how to understand. We knew how to stay, but we didn't know how to grow. We knew how to forgive, but we didn't know how to heal. Marriage doesn't fall apart in one big moment. It falls apart quietly, through little cuts, small resentments, words we didn't say, emotions we didn't express. Before you marry, make sure you're not choosing someone for the version of them in your imagination. Make sure you know the real person, the strengths, the flaws, the fears, the triggers, the past they don't talk about. Marriage is not just a commitment to love, it's a commitment to understand. Choosing forever with open eyes. Before you marry, ask yourself, do I know who I am? Because marriage won't tell you. It won't magically make you confident, healed, or complete. It won't fix your past, or rewrite your childhood, or remove your pain. Marriage magnifies everything you haven't faced. Person. I used to think marriage was the finish line. Like once you found your person, life suddenly made sense. But I learned something important. Marriage isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a harder chapter. Before you marry, heal the heartbreaks you don't talk about. Deal with the anger you've normalized. Face the fears you've ignored. Because if you don't, those things will show up later. And they will sit between you and the person you promised forever to. Marriage takes courage. Not the courage to commit, but the courage to stay honest. The courage to admit when you're wrong. The courage to love, even when you feel tired. The courage to rebuild, even when things feel broken. Choose someone who tries. Someone who listens. Someone who doesn't run when things get difficult. Someone who believes in fixing, not replacing. Someone who chooses you on ordinary days, just as much as special ones. If I could speak to anyone standing on the edge of forever, I'd say this. Before you marry, don't look for perfection. Look for effort. Look for kindness. Look for maturity. Look for consistency. Look for someone who doesn't just love you, but respects you, understands you, grows with you, and treats your heart like something that matters. And above everything else, before you marry, don't lose yourself. You deserve a partner, not a prison, a teammate, not a critic, a future, not a fear. Forever is a long time. Choose wisely, love fully, and never forget, healing comes first.